There is a housing crisis in the country and here in Larimer County.
And that's because we're just not building enough housing inventory.
Missing middle housing is one of the solutions to address this housing crisis. What is missing middle housing? It's anything between a single-family detached home and a large-scale multifamily apartment complex.
We need more variety for people. We need things like duplexes, fourplexes, small apartment buildings, and accessory dwelling units like carriage houses.
The other aspect of missing middle housing is economic. It's in the middle of the range for either renting or owning a home.
When I started looking at single-family homes, the top of my budget was where I had to start.
I bought this townhome because I was living in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo. I don't necessarily live in the biggest home, but I have enough space for me and my children.
We had a home that was 2,400 square feet, and it had a significant amount of yard work. And it just was getting more and more overwhelming.
This type of housing used to be very popular nationwide up until about World War II. Then after World War II, our society became auto-centric. Large-scale subdivisions were built, single-family detached, very auto-dependent, extremely auto-dependent, with large-scale shopping centers miles away from your house.
People want walkability. They don't want to have to get in their car for everything.
The nearest King Super is only a half-mile away. Plus the bus stop is just up on the corner, so it's nice.
So the location here, we're on Spring Creek Trail. We hop on and go east, and we're at Eudora Park within half a mile maybe. To go west, we have shopping, we get to the bank easily.
The demographics of our country have changed. Since 1960, we have twice as many people living alone. We have many fewer children in most households. So it really doesn't make sense for everybody to be living in a 4-bedroom house.
Community is very important if you're social, which I am. When I was by myself, I really was thankful that I had someone right there. It made me feel better to know that just on the other side of that wall was someone.
I wanted a fenced-in backyard for the dog. I wanted a fairly updated place, and I wanted a nice-sized kitchen because I love to cook. But when I looked at this neighborhood, the paired homes were perfect.
With changing demographics economically and culturally, younger folks needing to establish equity, older folks needing to downsize. Missing middle housing now has a more important role to play.
Having this space has just created a better mood for me and my children because it's safer, it's happier, and I think that they have the sense of ownership, to be very honest. Like when they talk to their friends, they're like, my house. Mommy got us a house.
Accessibility feature is really critical, and so that was another reason for choosing this condo. We have our master on this main level, and laundry is also right here. This kitchen has been awesome. It's smaller than our other one by far. It's functional. It works great.
Missing middle housing blends into the neighborhood. It's compatible. It's at the house scale. This is a 10-plex. You'd never know it by standing here on the street, but these are townhomes, and they fit into the neighborhood beautifully. We are a block away from a transport route. We're on a bike lane. We're across from a park. This is great infill.
An accessory dwelling unit is a smaller residence that can be put on the same site as a single-family home. It can be on top of the garage, it could be in the basement, it could be in the backyard.
So my husband and I were looking to buy a new home. At the same time, we're wondering about that next phase of housing for my mother. Could we find some sort of housing that could incorporate 3 of us? We all like the idea of living near each other, but didn't necessarily like the idea of living with each other. She has her own front entrance, she has her own garage, a living area, a kitchenette, a bedroom, bathroom, and even laundry. And then our section of the home is a standard single-family home.
These are becoming very popular. What an opportunity to increase density in a very subtle manner, missing middle housing in the middle of a neighborhood.
So now that you've learned more about missing middle housing, I hope you'll agree that we need more variety. So how do we get it? We start with policy, and policymakers are looking to remove regulatory barriers. And then we add incentives. We do things like change parking requirements, change utility fees. We have to make this a product that is easy to build so people have choices, because everybody wants to live in a place that makes sense for them. And missing middle is often the answer.
Unless everybody comes to the table, I don't think we're going to find our way out of this.
There's many things that I can do because I am a homeowner now.
I think we would have flamed out if we had not made this move.